Good evening, everyone. Welcome to closing comments for August 20th. Let's jump right into our charts and take a technical look at today's action. First up, we got our October live cattle on the board. We did see this market bouncing out here today. Nice recovery after yesterday's sell-off into the close. This market did see an early push lower down there towards the low of the day at 216.15. We did find some support inside of last Friday's range, which is a good sign from those bulls. This market balancing out, rallying back up there towards 219.5, putting in a high of the day just shy of that level. Good support early today, pushing this market back, like I said, off of Friday's lows there, not getting those bears to see some any sort of traction below last week's low. We continue to see a decent distribution of volume here throughout the week, and so it's a good sign of support down here at these lows. We're not seeing any sharp hedges or any breaking points here at the moment. As long as these bulls can continue to defend Friday's low here at 215.22, they have a chance to keep this rally intact. We need to see more push from them tomorrow. Last session of the week here is going into tomorrow, so we want to see the bulls fight back and get a nice strong close back up here into the 220s if they want to try and take any sort of this support into next week and try and keep that rally attempt intact. At the moment, we're holding on to last Friday's low. Bulls need to continue to defend that line. If not, we're going to see this thing continue to slip back down here towards $2. The downtrend still remains intact, so not a good time to be getting super aggressive. Just making sure that we're being defensive here, watching our risk down here below last week's low, and we should see if these bulls are going to try and fight back. We need to see a strong finish tomorrow, and that should set us up for a decent opportunity in the next week. Next up, September feeders on the board. We did see a little bit more weakness in this feeder market yesterday, which spilled over into this early part of this morning's action. We did see an early breakdown below last week's low at 328. Saw a pretty sharp drop off down to some new yearly lows at 325.77, but we did see those bulls fight back below last week's low, seeing this market rally back and finish the day at 329, able to hold back above that last week's low. Good wick down here, showing some decent support. Bulls need to continue to battle it out, kind of like what we saw here in this feeder market, or that live cattle market. If we do get continued offers below 328 tomorrow or a weekly close below this level, look for that downside to continue. Bulls need to fight back here and get this market back above 330 if they want to try and keep any chance of a rally attempt intact here. So we got a battle going on this week. We need to see these bulls continue to defend that prior week's low. Need a strong finish tomorrow from those bulls to set us up for a potential rally in the next week. But if not, and we get some nasty closes on heavy volume tomorrow, look for the selling pressure to continue. Next up, December corn futures continuing to rally here today. We did see this market rally right up here, falling just about one tick shy of that yearly high at 506.5. This market's high coming in today at 506.25. Nice strong push back above $5. We'll have to wait and see if we get kind of similar action to what we saw earlier this year. This market just continues to run into some resistance up here right around $5. We'll have to see if we get that pushback. But if the bulls get a nice strong weekly close up here at some new highs, we could see this corn market kind of go for a run up here into the $5 range. But we have just seen really choppy directionless action here, so not really have much faith in either direction here at the moment. We need to see these bulls finish here on a high note and take that momentum into next week. If not, we're going to see more choppy action and see this corn market settle back down here into the $4 range. Next up, crude prices seeing a decent rally here today on above average volume. This market briefly pushing above 87.5 today, but those bears came out swinging up there and trying to keep this market contained down here below 87 to 87.5. If the bulls are able to continue to drive here and get a weekly close back above this level, look for a spike into next week. Wouldn't be surprised if they had some news planned for the weekend. If we get a nice strong finish by the bulls here tomorrow, closes back above 87.5, opens the door to this $90 to $100 range, keep this market churning around similar to what we saw back this spring. But if that 87 level continues to hold, look for those sellers to try and push this market down. Pretty directionless market here as well, lots of choppy action. Not really expecting a whole lot of fireworks, but weekly close back above 87.5 there gives the green light to the bulls, and we could see some fireworks come from that. We'll have to wait and see what tomorrow's action brings, see how we finish out the week, and that should be telling as we go into next week. And next up, equity markets continuing to spill a little bit here today. The S&P, after yesterday's balance action, did lose that 20-day average, getting a close down there below 7,700. NASDAQ also just churning around these major averages, but the real loser of the day was the Dow. Nice strong break back here towards that 50. We did come up just shy of that, but a nice break down below 53,000 today. we should see these markets continue to find some support here as we go into tomorrow's session. Bulls need to fight back and see a nice little balance day or a little bit of a rally going into the weekend. This dip still should be a good buying opportunity. Continue to look for opportunities out there to be picking up some deals and discounts. But in the meantime, just seeing a nice orderly pullback here and so far. Have to wait and see what tomorrow's session brings. We should see a good dip buying opportunity come from this, and these equity markets get back on track to the upside. That's all we got for this week. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We'll catch you over the weekend for our weekend market watch. Thank you, and have a good night.